court, hearing challenges to decisions of the local Court of Appeal. The appeal stems from legal proceedings over the couple's detention under preventive detention orders. Before the Court of Appeal, attorneys for the Hadids argued that the detentions were unlawful and successfully secured an order overturning a high court ruling. The court directed that the couple be released from custody and placed under strict house arrest conditions. The state subsequently obtained a stay of that order pending its appeal to the Privy Council, resulting in the couple remaining in custody. The Ministry of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence says a newspaper report alleging the existence of a secret government-backed AI data center project is patently false. The ministry has rejected claims made in a recent newspaper report, saying it incorrectly linked two separate projects: an unfinished national data center inherited from the former P&M administration and a commercial AI infrastructure initiative currently being explored by the government. According to the ministry, Cabinet approved plans in 2022 for a Tier 4 national data center at the Phoenix Park Industrial Estate to support government digital services, improve cybersecurity, and reduce dependence on external data hosts. However, the facility was never completed or made operational. The ministry stressed that a Tier 4 data center is not an AI facility. It said the Tier 4 designation refers to the reliability and resilience, while the AI initiative being explored through a memorandum of understanding with Ernst & Young LLP and Hummingbird AI Holdings is focused on enterprise, artificial intelligence, and advanced computing. It also clarified that procurement activity and a signed MOU did not mean an AI data center already exists. The ministry expressed concern over the report's accuracy and reaffirmed its commitment to transparency, digital transformation, and the responsible development of artificial intelligence. In sport now, the Trinidad and Tobago men's volleyball team secured a bronze medal finish at the Kazova Volleyball Final Four Championship in Curacao with a hard-fought 3-1 victory over the Bahamas to end their campaign on the podium. Winning 3 of their 4 sets with scores of 25-20, 29-27, and 25-22, the result marked TNT's second triumph over the Bahamas in the tournament. TNT coach Gideon Dixon praised his team's effort, noting the achievement goes beyond the medal, while highlighting the importance of earning crucial International Volleyball Federation points and the confidence gained by younger players. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Virmala Balkaran. Good morning, Virmala, my good friend.
Good morning, Carrie. How are you this morning?
I am great this morning. What about you?
I'm doing great. I got a little bit of rest for us both, so I feel, much better than I did yesterday.
And I subsequently feel better too, because you slept on my behalf. So I feel like the rest, it downloaded, and I feel a little better. So thank you so much.
One of us actually needs sleep. Both of us need sleep, but we haven't had luck in that area. And also, sleep is so good for your brain, because today is World Brain Day. I just wanted to share that with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we really have a true appreciation for our brain and for all the work, the hard work that it does every single day, especially when you work in the media?
Yeah, definitely. And, I do wish that more people would have an appreciation for their brain and use it a little more often.
Yeah. Wow. It had to be you, Carrie. It absolutely had to be you. Why do I feel that was prompted by somebody close to you?
Was that? No. That was not prompted by people close to me. Thankfully, I keep people around me who use their brains often.
Yeah. Well, today we appreciate our brain, and let's not take that for granted. It definitely keeps the wheels turning with everything happening.
So happy Brain Day. Use it.
Happy Brain Day to you. And I am happy that you are using your brain all the time, Carrie. Well, we've got a packed show for you as usual. Today, it's going to be a long one. We are actually joined this morning by a very special guest. We have the
Should we
French
let the cat out of the bag?
Yeah, we have the French ambassador joining us this morning. So that's definitely something to look forward to. And of course, we've got the usual link up on Wednesdays with our friends.
With Talk City.
So you should come join me for one of those, or go join them, and we should have like a big party.
Complete link up, right? We just all...
big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Carrie, well, we'll talk to you soon. Also, just a quick reminder to our viewers, if you are interested in sending us your birthday greetings, we will be so happy to, wish you happy birthday. You get Carrie and I both will tell you happy birthday on the show.
But we won't sing. We won't sing though.
I'm not promising. I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I don't. You might want to hear me sing. But anyway, you can find the information. You can find the information on our social media pages and at TNT Today Show and TTT Live online. Someone just laughed on the crew about my singing. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to find out. Have a great day, Carrie. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, we will.
So much to find out.
Looking forward to it as usual. Thanks so much, Virmala.
Bye-bye.
Bye. When we come back, the Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show gets going right after this short break.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
I know it sounds romantic to leave everything behind to bake bread and muffins, but this isn't us. We haven't worked here in 20 years.
I'm from the Great National Trust Bank. Is there somewhere we could go?
2 weeks.
That gives you until the 24th.
But I mean, that's Christmas Eve.
Have you thought about entering the Grand Prix?
The what? The dessert Grand Prix.
I love that show.
We can save the bakery and we can save Mom's house.
Welcome to day 1 of Chef Paulo's Dessert Grand Prix Christmas Special. This is your 2-minute warning, chefs.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
This isn't just some game for bored housewives. This is baking, and you're rolling with the big boys now.
You're going to see a sign, and that sign is going to point you towards doing something that makes a real difference.
Life is a never-ending series of choices. So choose to be happy.
An important part of kindness is cutting other people some slack.
Looks like I have some praying to do, huh?
Well, she's in good hands, but your prayers would be appreciated.
Find anybody special yet?
To answer your question, no. No boyfriend, no prospects, no nothing. Okay?
Hey everybody, Mike Avery here.
It's kind of cute. If Mike Avery asked me out, I would say, yeah.
You're DMing Mike Avery?
She said she'd go out with him. I set up a fake profile. I want you to take my sister out.
2 minutes to go in the fort. You know how important that is? You know what I'm saying?
Being in person is so different.
You said he was what you wanted.
You are my Christmas wish. You know that.
Wednesday, 22nd July 2026. The time now, it is 6:10 a.m. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Virmala Balkaran, and welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. Let's take a look now at what's trending this morning. Well, as we continue to cover the ferry tragedy in Guyana, the country is observing 3 days of national mourning from July 22nd to the 24th, following the tragic MV Virmala ferry disaster, which has claimed 41 lives, including at least 4 children. President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali has declared Wednesday a National Day of Prayer, with remembrance services taking place in Georgetown, Port Kaituma, and Mabaruma. National flags will also be flown at half-mast across the country. Authorities have revised the number of people believed to have been on board to 177 passengers and crew. And so far, 77 people have been rescued while search and recovery efforts continue for those still missing. The vessel has since been located approximately 9 miles offshore, and the ferry's captain and first engineer remain in police custody as a criminal investigation into the tragedy continues. And a historic first for Trinidad and Tobago. Naparima College head prefect Reginald Mohammed has become the country's first ever medalist at the International Chemistry Olympiad, earning a bronze medal at the 57th edition of the prestigious global competition in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Well, the achievement is a proud milestone for the nation and its scientific community. So congratulations are also extended to fellow student Zishan Lal, who also represented Trinidad and Tobago with distinction. And have you all been following the Children's Authority's social media lately? Well, if you haven't, they've been sharing some really helpful reminders for parents and guardians as the July-August vacation gets into full swing. And they're encouraging families to please establish healthy daily routines, limit screen time, keep your children hydrated, and of course, please make time for quality bonding. They're also stressing the importance of constant adult supervision at the beaches and pools. And please check that camps and sleepovers have proper supervision and emergency plans in place. And ensure that children know emergency numbers like the police, that's 999, fire, 990, and ambulance at 811. A really timely reminder that child protection is everybody's business. Well, coming up on Trinidad and Tobago today, we'll speak with the French ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago about strengthening ties, investment and opportunities between our two countries. We'll also discuss the inaugural African Emancipation Conference, learn a little bit about COSTAT's upcoming open day that you definitely want to check out, highlight World Breastfeeding Week, catch up with the Camino team as usual, and then we end the morning with sweet music as General Grant and Mr. Renzo join us to talk all about their new remix. So you know what to do. Grab a cup of coffee and settle in. Trinidad and Tobago today has begun.
Being connected, it means a lot because, first of all, you can't do this by yourself.
When you have your phone, you always have somebody at your side. I could call for help, anything going like, you know.
You know, I'm giving children the opportunity to experience outside of their neighborhood.
Digital is kind of a comfort, you know, you feel good that people in your lives are always able to be contacted.
I was with the other network and I was having problems, so I joined Digicel and I never regretted it.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation. From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
There are a number of risk factors for heart disease, so a lot of attention has to be put towards preventive cardiology. What can we do to reduce the burden due to all these risk factors? Hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, need to stop cigarette smoking, you gotta get people exercising.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago share a relationship that spans decades, built on diplomacy, trade, culture, and growing economic cooperation. Well, today, that partnership is entering a new chapter with increasing discussions surrounding investment, energy, infrastructure, technology, education, and, of course, regional collaboration. And in recent months, France's ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago, His Excellency Guillaume Père, has been actively engaging government officials, the business community, and local institutions to strengthen bilateral ties, while encouraging greater French investment and cooperation across a range of sectors. And this morning, we're pleased to welcome Ambassador Pierre to discuss the evolving relationship between our two countries, opportunities for economic growth, cultural exchange, and his vision for the future of this important partnership. Your Excellency, welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today.
Good morning. Very happy to be with you.
Thank you for being here. Now, you've been serving as France's ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago for several months. How would you describe the current state of relations between our two countries?
We've always had very good relationship, France and Trinidad and Tobago. We were one of the first countries to be here with a diplomatic presence in 1962 at the independence. So we're a long-lasting friend of Trinidad and Tobago as a country, but also a long-lasting friend of the Twin Islands. We've been in the Caribbean for many, many years. We had settlers who came to Trinidad and Tobago more than 200 years ago, and that have been all over the country, giving many names to many places, by the way. If you go to Blanchisseuse, if you go to Point Fortin, in Tobago also. And so this relationship, which is both human, historical, diplomatic, economic, is long-standing and basically always has been quite a good one.
Yeah. Now, I know that recently you led a delegation of French business leaders to meet with the Honorable Prime Minister Kamla Prasad-Bissassa. So what message were those investors really bringing to Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, I would say the first message was from the Prime Minister, who was saying doors are open, come and invest, come and do business in Trinidad. But I would say also that in a way the message of the delegation was we're interested because there were 15, which is quite a lot. They were coming from all over the Caribbean, based in Panama, in Colombia, in Miami, and in several islands of the Caribbean, including big groups, big companies. So 15 businessmen, prominent, that came here, that looked, met people, and analyzed the situation, and looking at developing business. Now, discussions continue in several sectors, so I think it was a very useful visit, and I do hope that some very concrete economic opportunities and projects will come out.
Ambassador, why is Trinidad and Tobago becoming increasingly attractive to French companies?
It's always been, people remember of Mount Hope, which was built by French companies. The interchange between the east-west and the north-south corridor was also built by French companies. So we've had, for a long time, an interest. Nowadays, there is a new interest linked to many things. I think there's an interest for the Caribbean from my country, for this region, which is very diverse with many countries and islands in which we have actually presence through Martinique and Guadeloupe. So we're interested in looking at the Caribbean a little more. There's also big unrest in the world, and I think looking at regions with maybe more stability and with new partners is something very important. And I think in Trinidad there are quite a lot of opportunities, obviously linked to the energy sector, but not only. The will to diversify, the necessity to build new infrastructures are there also. So it's many little things added up that makes that the situation now is very favorable, I think.
Yeah. Well, while we are definitely attractive, several French companies have already, established a strong presence here, particularly now in energy and infrastructure. So which sectors do you believe offer the greatest opportunities for future collaboration?
Well, energy has always been, a very big strength in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have actually through Perenco, a company which is extremely involved here, producing a lot of oil and gas. They are specialized in mature fields, which is something that you find a lot in Trinidad and Tobago, and they are looking at developing their activity. But there are also interest in new energies. There's a very big hydrogen project pushed by a French company in consortium with professionals from Trinidad and Tobago, which I think is very interesting because it's a way of preparing the future. It's a way of organizing progressively a shift to a greener economy by producing hydrogen. Infrastructure is always important. There are prospects in many sectors, in particular transportation, which is a big issue and on which we have very, very strong companies for maybe working on this east-west corridor, which can be packed at times soon. At the time that it is, people are starting to rush, and you have traffic jams and so on, and maybe finding new solutions of transport on this corridor is a possibility, and there are discussions with French companies. And there's also the big sector of security, which is important, both homeland security and regional security, in which Trinidad and Tobago is very much involved. I saw that Trinidad, participated in relief aid to Venezuela. They're today participating in researches in Guyana following this terrible ferry accident. So you have a country which is involved in regional security. But of course, this means having assets, having equipment, and France is very strong on this. So there are discussions in many fields, and I'm very happy to see that, because obviously more economic ties is more projects between our two countries.
Yeah. You've also spoken about Trinidad and Tobago remaining an energy powerhouse while embracing renewable energy, which is a huge talking point in the world right now. How do you see French expertise contributing to that transition?
Well, our country is not an oil and gas producer, even if we have oil and gas champions, for example, Total, which is in the top 5 world companies for oil and gas. But so therefore, because we are not an oil and gas country as such, we have developed many new energies, nuclear, which is very strong in France, but also hydroelectricity. We are developing renewables, both wind and solar energy. And we are very strong in this new field of hydrogen with several companies who develop energy from hydrogen. Globally, the whole world is progressively shifting towards renewable energy for many reasons, because there is less resources, because it pollutes less, because it's also more independence. Trinidad being a country with oil and gas, it has its independence as such, but we know that the reserves are diminishing. There are still prospects, but in the next 50 years, a shift has to be organized. And so looking at new forms of energy, solar is an option in this country with the amount of sun. But hydrogen is very interesting also. And all this necessitates qualifications, the skills, know-how. Mm-hmm. And we have French companies who have all this and ready to share. So I think it's a good moment to start looking at the future of energy in Trinidad. And I know there are talks, and I encourage those talks.
Yeah. No, you also met with the Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation recently, I believe. What opportunities now, Ambassador, do you see for collaboration, hopefully in aviation and transport?
Yeah, well, we are very well known for the Airbus, which is the plane which is the most sold in the world today, which is a Franco-German plane, European actually, but mainly led by France and by Germany. So they have the big planes, but also the small ones. And Caribbean Airlines, the ATR, the propeller plane that they use comes from Europe and partly from my country. So the development of civil aviation, we're interested because we have planes and we have solutions also of airport management. We run many airports. French companies run many airports all over the world, including in the Caribbean, and it's become an increasingly difficult business because you know passengers want a good experience. So this is an area of opportunity here. I know that Tobago is about to open its new airport, so it's an area of opportunity. And then you have on ground transportation. We are extremely strong in rail. Maybe little trains, maybe tramways, little metros, and also we have another solution which could be very interesting for Trinidad, which is cable transport. Also, several cities in Latin America have acquired a transportation system by cable from France. So all these discussions are going on with Minister of Transport, Minister of Infrastructure, and including the Prime Minister, because it's important choices for Trinidad. But I think, people want to travel more. They want to travel in better conditions, with more comfort, more security. And on all this, again, we have solutions, options. So hopefully something will come out of all these discussions.
Ambassador, education also appears to be another top priority for you. What opportunities currently exist in Trinidad and Tobago for students who may wish to study in France, which will be a lovely experience, or even the French Caribbean?
Yeah, well, I was a bit disappointed, I must say, to see that there are not many ties, to be frank, between our universities, which are based in Martinique, Guadeloupe, and also in mainland France, and UE. There were more in the future, and for some reason, in particular COVID, COVID has done a lot of harm to many things. Many projects that were ongoing and that stopped didn't restart. So I'm really fighting, to get the teachers, the professors, the students to start talking again, to organize exchange. So there are some, but there could be much more. You have a big campus here with UE, the campus of UTT. We have big campuses in Martinique and Guadeloupe. In many sectors, they work on the same sectors, which are very important for the future, on environment, on energy, fighting sargassum, chemical industry, biotechnology, artificial intelligence, which are all issues of the future. You can't develop this just by yourself. You have to develop it in international collaboration, and I think the proximity of our universities of Martinique, Guadeloupe, and here is a good opportunity to work on. So I'm really working hard with UE, and I'm always happy to go on this campus, which is very dynamic, to try to develop new ties. I'm also working hard with Martinique and Guadeloupe because they have to look at the Caribbean a little more. They tend to look very much towards mainland France. And to develop those relationships and have people, because it's the same issues that we face. In sargassum, for example, is an issue that Martinique, Guadeloupe, I was in Tobago a few days ago, there's a lot of sargassum. Yes. It's an issue, it's a problem. So it's only by getting together and by finding, in particular, technical solution or inventing, new solutions, and universities are good for this, that we will find a way out. And so, yeah, the ties between the youth, the researchers, the students are very important also.
And you've also spoken very positively about Trinidad and Tobago's ecotourism potential. I want to chat a little bit about that. What really stood out to you during your visits? I know you went to places like Grand Riviere and the Caroni Swamp.
Yeah, I went to many places. I was again in Tobago a few days ago. I went to Charlottesville, through the main forest also. Well, Trinidad and Tobago is not one jewel, it's two jewels, or it's many jewels at the same time. It stands out in the Caribbean because it's not only about sandy beaches, it's also about forests, it's also about natural treasures, like the birds, like the turtles of Conrivière. So I think there is, at the same time, very interesting potential for tourism, but the necessity to protect and to do this very well. And I see some people who do it well here. In Conrivière, for example, the experience is really incredible, very well, designed. So it's for Trinidad and Tobago the possibility of an interesting development of tourism, but on a different scale and a different type of tourism and a different positioning. So because you have to preserve this, but you have also to show it to the world. And we, as a very important touristic country, we're the most visited country in the world. We also have quite a lot of expertise in tourism, and so this is also a nice area of discussion and projects between our two countries.
Yeah. Well, Ambassador, thanks for that chat, but I want to get a little bit personal with you before you go. I know this is your first ambassadorial posting, but Trinidad and Tobago is not new to you, and I think many of us didn't know that. You actually lived here as a child.
A little boy, yes.
Yeah, you even attended school here. Where did you go?
I was in a Holy Name Prep School, just by the Savannah.
Goodness.
I was a little boy from 8 to 10 years old, yeah.
Wow. So what has it been like returning to this role?
Well, it's a kind of achievement, but it's also very meaningful because Trinidad and Tobago has given a lot to me. I was at school here. I learned to write and read in English, for example. I learned the geography of Trinidad.
Did you have roots here?
I didn't have roots, but I came because my dad had a job, so we came as a family, and I was schooled for 2 years. And so I was a pupil,
This is such a full circle moment coming back home.
Yeah, and also at an important time. I was 8, 9 years old. It's a moment where you discover, the world. You start having your own independent way of thinking. So I learned a lot here, a lot. And coming back, unfortunately, more than 40 years later, that's a lot of time, is very meaningful, and I want to give back a lot. So it is, it is a strong, feeling and impression. I'm very happy to be back. I'm very happy to be back in a country that also taught me a lot on difference. You have such a diverse and rich society in Trinidad in terms of people, in terms of culture, in terms of civilization, and so and it helped me a lot to then discover the world in its diversity. So this is something that I learned here and that I appreciate, and which is a very big strength of this country, and that makes me feel well in Trinidad.
Yeah. Ambassador, before you go, what's your favorite Trini food?
Oh, well.
That might be a hard one to just choose one, but if you had to, choose 2.
Yeah, or 10, because the thing is...
Give me a few.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's always difficult to say, I prefer this. I always like so many things.
So what do you like?
In the morning, obviously, having a nice hot doubles is something fantastic. But then when I go by the sea, I like to have a bacon shark.
Okay.
And sometimes if, for example, in the evening when it starts cooling down and I want to eat a little something, maybe what I'll be looking for is a nice kalaloo soup. So all these treasures also, I really appreciate them, and I think for a Frenchman, good food is so important, and Trinidad has a lot to offer.
Absolutely. Thank you very, very, very much for joining us this morning, the French ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago. We hope
Incredibly, we didn't talk about football, but that's because the World Cup was last week.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say that I was, of course, very sad of the issue. Not very sad, because I was happy for Spain. Spain really is a beautiful team. But I was a bit sad for my team, but I was still very proud also of my team, who showed in a way what Trinidad is showing, that yes, this diversity and this, those players getting together with everybody with its skill, trying to do its best, was a strong and beautiful team. So I was proud of what they showed.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Ambassador. His Excellency Guillaume Pierre joining us this morning on Trinidad and Tobago Today. We take a quick break and we come back with more. Thank you very much. Every client deserves expertise, integrity, and guidance they can trust. At Camino Realty International, we deliver integrated real estate solutions, sales, rentals, property management, and project development. Driven by excellence, transparency, and innovation, we protect value, create opportunity, and build lasting success. Because real estate isn't just about buildings. For more information on our services, log on to CaminoRealty.com or follow us on social media at Camino Realty TT. Camino Realty International, elevating lives one property at a time.
Being connected, it means a lot because, first of all, you can't do this by yourself.
When you have your phone, you always have somebody at your side. I could call for help, anything going on,
You know, I'm giving children the opportunity to experience outside of their neighborhood.
Digital is kind of a comfort, you feel good that people in your lives are always able to be contacted.
I was with the other network and I was having problems, so I joined Digicel. And I never regretted it.
I'm Jamila Bannister, host of the Socially Safe podcast, the new TTPS podcast where we share real stories, teach real lessons, and create real impact. From online safety and youth crime to community policing and personal responsibility, we go beyond the headlines and talk about what's happening in our communities with the officers and experts who are on the front lines. Because safety starts with awareness, conversation, and action. Tune in to the Socially Safe podcast on the TTPS YouTube channel, listen on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Don't miss it.
Watch on TTT, Mondays 6 p.m., Tuesdays 1:10 p.m.
I know it sounds romantic to leave everything behind to bake bread and muffins, but this isn't us. We haven't worked here in 20 years.
I'm from the Great National Trust Bank. Is there somewhere we could talk?
2 weeks.
That gives you until the 24th.
But I mean, it's Christmas Eve.
Have you thought about entering the Grand Prix?
The what?
The Dessert Grand Prix.
I love that show.
We can save the bakery and we can save Mom's house.
Welcome to day one of Chef Paula's Dessert Grand Prix Christmas Special. This is your 2-minute warning, chefs.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
This isn't just some game for bored housewives. This is baking, and you're rolling with the big boys now.
As Trinidad and Tobago prepares to commemorate Emancipation Day, conversations surrounding African history, identity, and cultural heritage are taking center stage. For the first time, the Ministry of Culture and Community Development, in partnership with the Southern Academy for the Performing Arts, is hosting the African Emancipation Conference under the theme, What Does Emancipation Mean to You? The conference takes place on Monday, July 27th, bringing together voices from the academia, the arts, and the wider community for an evening of discussion, cultural expression, and reflecting on the continuing significance of emancipation in modern society. Well, joining us this morning to tell us more about this inaugural initiative is moderator Wendy Lewis. Good morning and welcome back to TNT Today, Wendy. We missed you.
Hi, pleasant good morning, Virmala. Good morning to all your viewers and listeners and the board at SAPA.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, Wendy. And this is the
Thank
inaugural Emancipation conference. So what really inspired the ministry and SAPA to introduce this event as part of this year's Emancipation observances?
So as a director on the board of SAPA, this is part of our corporate social responsibility. We need to be able to educate, empower, and edify Trinidad and Tobago through all our cultural initiatives, anything affiliated to the arts, that's all SAPA. And this is the first time that they're doing an emancipation conference, and we are super excited for what is going to take place at SAPA next week, Monday. So there's a lot happening. There's a panel discussion. We have live performances, we have a pop-up market, a food court, we have an exhibition, and all of this is absolutely free, but it is a ticketed event. So you will be invited, the public is invited to collect their tickets, not just at SAPA, but my understanding is you can also collect tickets for the event at Napa. And if you're in San Fernando and environments, it's at SAPA, which is the corner of Todd Street and Rienzi Curtin Highway. And also at Something Special, the boutique where you can get all your African clothing and accessories as well. They are located at the corner of St. James and Penitent Street in Ritz Plaza in San Fernando.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We are super excited.
Tell us about the theme now. It's what does emancipation mean to you? Why did you select that theme, and what conversations are you hoping that it will encourage this year?
The theme was chosen because emancipation really means something different to everyone else. For some people, they decide what emancipation means for them based on the history. For some people, what emancipation means to them is based on their own personal experiences. Everybody has a different story, and we want to bring all the conversations into one space. We have a dynamic team of panelists. We have Professor Selwyn Kojo, we have Dr. Rudolph Utley, and Dr. Esther Cruikshank. And we really want to have the conversation, because what it means for you may not be what it means for me, and there's no right or wrong. So we're really looking forward, and we have a Q&A at the end, so we'll be taking questions from the audience, and we intend to be able to empower, edify, and educate. Everyone who attends this event would leave with something different, and that is something that is really amazing, and we're looking forward to it.
Wendy, tell us about the panel discussions now. I know there's also cultural performances. So what exactly can we expect for the entire evening?
So the performance, we have some surprises in those performances, but of course we have the live drumming, and the entrance of the dignitaries will be a sight to behold, because we have the drumming, the drummers coming in with their drumming. It's well choreographed. We are really, really looking forward to that. We have poetry, we have dance, we also have live performances, then we have the panel discussion, which won't go over an hour. It starts at 6:30 p.m. and we're trying to wrap it up by 9, because the exhibition is also out there, the pop-up market. We want to give people an opportunity to do their walkthrough, and we're really looking forward to how everything entangles into one. So it's going to be one voice, one message, one location.
And who can we expect to see there? The featured speakers, any contributors? What perspectives would they really bring to this conference?
So, for example, we have Professor Selwyn Kojo. He, as you know, is also the executive chairman of UTC. He is a professor, and he has done writings concerning African history. We also have Dr. Rudolph Utley, who knows a lot about African history as well, and he's going to be bringing his perspective. And of course, we have gender balance. We have Dr. Esther Cruikshank. She will be bringing a female perspective to emancipation as well. They are all equipped to have this conversation. And of course, after they post their contributions, we will have questions from the audience. A lot of people have questions concerning emancipation. Are we really free? Are we still enslaved? Are we not? So there's some of the questions coming from the audience as well. And even throughout the panel discussion will be something that will be intriguing and exciting and enticing.
And how does this conference really complement the wider program of emancipation activities taking place across TNT, Wendy?
We have so much taking place across TNT, but a lot of what we're seeing, so we have the village, we have pop-up markets all over Trinidad and Tobago. And those are amazing because we want to be able to see the different clothing, the artifacts, the exhibitions, etc. But we don't want to miss out on the conversation. We want to be able to have the conversation. What does this event mean to you as an individual, as an NGO, as a family, as a corporate entity, as a state enterprise, what does emancipation mean to you? And that is why SAPA has decided to do something completely different, but also in alignment with what emancipation really is about.
All right. Well, I know that it's a free event, but it requires a ticket.
Yes.
So how can we attend, Wendy?
You can get your tickets from SAPA, and the telephone number for SAPA is 219 SAPA, which is 7272. You can visit SAPA at the corner of 3rd Street and Rienzi Curtin Highway from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can also visit Napa in Port of Spain. And we have something special, the boutique, where everyone from South goes to something special for their African wear, etc. They are on the corner of Penitence and St. James Street in San Fernando in Ritz Plaza. You can get your tickets there. And thank you so much. It's on the screen for the telephone numbers and the contact. And we are looking forward to a completely sold out, in inverted commas, event, because we have limited seats. So get your tickets, guarantee your seat, and we look forward to having you there.
All right, Wendy. Well, thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. We're looking forward to
Thank you for the
this.
opportunity.
And we wish you every success with this event. And, you know, we hope that this can become a permanent feature in Trinidad and Tobago's
We
emancipation
intend to
calendar.
do so. I hope you're taking the drive to South.
Yeah.
We've been having these
Any
conversations.
excuse to come to South, I am there.
Very well.
All right,
Thank
Wendy,
you so much for having us.
Have a beautiful
Thank you to
day.
the board and the team who's doing all the work behind the scenes, and of course to the Honorable Minister Michelle Benjamin and all of those hard-working officers at the Ministry of Community Development. We say thank you to them, and we're looking forward to an amazing, amazing event. Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a great day, Wendy. And this definitely promises to be an evening of learning, reflection, and, of course, cultural celebration. The time now, 6:47. Remember, for everything that you see here and more, head across to TTT Live online. If you want to contribute to the show in any way, simply send us an email at tttoday@ttt.co.tt. We take a break and come back.
Countries, one draw, one night. The 5th CONCACAF Nations League draw. Live Thursday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. only on TTT.
Your heart, brain, and body work hard every day. Give them the support they deserve with omega-3. Packed with essential fatty acids, omega-3 helps support heart health, brain function, and overall wellness. Whether you're staying active, focused, or simply living life to the fullest, live healthier with omega-3. Wellness that works from within. Tune in to Wellness Unlocked on TTT Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:45 a.m.
Every client deserves expertise, integrity, and guidance they can trust. At Camino Realty International, we deliver integrated real estate solutions, sales, rentals, property management, and project development. Driven by excellence, transparency, and innovation, we protect value, create opportunity, and build lasting success. Because real estate isn't just about buildings. For more information on our services, log on to CaminoRealty.com or follow us on social media at Camino Realty TT. Camino Realty International, elevating lives one property at a time.
Unleash your imagination with TTT's Terrific Toon Time. Join us as we stop evil geniuses from taking over the world on Super Z, or hop on board for a journey into outer space with Galaxy Kids. Be a part of our quest to save the forest alongside our robot pals from Bugspot Ignition. Or let's go exploring with Duda and Dada. It's fun-filled adventure with Terrific Toon Time right here on TTT.
For many people, deciding what comes after secondary school can really feel overwhelming. Which program is right for you? What career path should you choose? And how do you make that first step? Well, this weekend, COSTAT is opening its doors to help answer some of those very important questions. The College of Science, Technology and Applied Arts of Trinidad and Tobago is hosting its City Campus Open Day this Saturday, and it really gives prospective students and their families a chance to explore more than 80 academic programs, tour the campus, meet the amazing lecturers, receive financial aid guidance, and even apply on the spot for September enrollment. Well, joining us this morning to tell us more is COSTAT Institutional Advancement Vice President Viola Nicholas. Good morning to Trinidad. Good morning and welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Thank you very much.
Well, firstly, let me say that we are absolutely thrilled and happy and proud to be graduates of COSTAT, my producer as well. We're both proud products of COSTAT, and I will say to anyone, it is such a great investment, and the teachers are wonderful. So congratulations on such an amazing institution, and I know that anyone considering this open day will really benefit from this.
Absolutely.
So let's start by talking a little bit about COSTAT. For viewers who may not be familiar with COSTAT, can you tell us a little bit more about the college now and what makes it unique?
Right. So COSTAT has been around for 25 years. We were started in 2000. We are a publicly funded college, and our programs are funded by GATE because we are accredited. We are accredited by the Accredited Council of Trinidad and Tobago, the Accreditation Council of Trinidad and Tobago. And in terms of what makes us unique, it really is because we stand on three pillars, which is that we are accessible, we are affordable, and we embrace applied learning. We are accessible because we have 5 campuses throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And in addition to that, we have multiple pathways to entry. A majority of persons think that you need to have full set of CSEC passes, CAPE, etc. But we also consider prior work experience in your ability to come into the program. And in terms of it being affordable, we are GATE funded. And in terms of the applied learning, a lot of our programs require some form of internship or being in the wards or being in the labs. And I feel like even within the journalism program that you would have been a part of, it requires persons to go into the media houses and spend some time there in order to get the experience that is needed.
Yeah, great internships as well.
Yeah.
And great experience. What can visitors expect when they attend the City Campus Open Day that's coming up this weekend?
Well, it's going to be a fun and exciting open day. We do have the career advice and the education advice that we will be providing. But in addition to that, we're going to have a number of activities. For example, we have our Tech Hub, which was newly launched October last year. And in the Tech Hub, we have a number of activities that persons can see or participate in. So we have the 3D printers, we do have the VR headsets, we do have the holograms, we have a lot of other equipment, supercomputers, so that you can see the technology that we have that are being applied within the programs that we are teaching. But in addition to that, we have the music lab, we have the nursing simulation lab. The nursing simulation lab is absolutely something that people need to see. It's fun and exciting seeing the high fidelity mannequins and seeing them behave in a real manner. So we have a lot of fun and exciting activities for persons to participate in.
What about the same-day application approval?
Yeah, so this is something that's really special for COSTAT in that you can come in the morning, you can come in during the day, apply actually right there at one of our computer labs, and that you can provide your certificate. So you walk with your birth certificate, your ID, your CSEC, CAPE, or other certificates that you have. And particularly for some programs, there may be some additional things that you need to add. So for example, for the nursing program, you do need your nursing permit and you need a police certificate of good character. But you come in, you make your application, and you get reviewed the same day, so that by the end of the day, you get some sort of acceptance, whether it be full acceptance or conditional acceptance, indicating that new documents need to be brought in.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, we understand that visitors will have the opportunity, as you said, to really visit some of COSTAT's facilities.
Yes.
So can you tell us briefly about some of the spaces that they'll be able to see?
Yeah, so I did mention the Tech Hub, and then we have the Nursing Simulation Lab. In addition to that, we have the multi-science labs, and those multi-science labs cover both the health as well as the science programs, for example, the biology programs. We also have our music lab, so you will be able to interact within the music room, the pan sets, test your karaoke skills if you'd like with our faculty. So we do have a number of activities there for persons.
Mm-hmm. Now, finally, what is the deadline for the upcoming September semester? And what would you say to someone who may be still undecided, and I don't know why that would be, about attending an open day or applying to COSTAT this year?
I think that persons should attend the open day if you do have a question, even if you are undecided. We do have our faculty, our students, and our staff that are there in order to help answer any questions that you may have. We also have access to funding opportunities with Republic Bank, credit unions, as well as GATE will be there. And COSTAT is a great place to attend further education or higher education. We hold our students' hands, we walk them through the process, and we're there with you right all the way to the finish line. So definitely COSTAT in our open day, and then applying by August 15th is very important in order to start for September and starting your journey with COSTAT.
And I will tell you, the advisors are pretty amazing, and they're always reachable.
Yeah.
You know, they double as your lecturers as well.
Yeah,
so you get to see them in the classroom or even a virtual environment. They are very, very good. It's a great environment, and I will say it's an investment worth making. So we love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Nicholas. And if you've been thinking about taking the next step in your education, or even you're still exploring your options, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Give us the details once again. It's this Saturday.
Yes, Saturday, 25th of July, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at COSTAT City Campus on Melville Lane, Port of Spain.
All right, we'll see you there, and we wish you all the success with this event. Just about 4 minutes before the top of the hour. Remember, everything that you see here and more, you can head across to TTT Live online and at TNT Today Show. We're on all social media channels for you as well. If you want to contribute to the show, simply send us an email at tttoday@ttt.co.tt and be a part of the conversation that's shaping our nation. Trinidad and Tobago Today, news you can trust and the stories that matter.
Being connected, it means a lot because, first of all, you can't do this by yourself.
When you have your phone, you always have somebody at your side. I could call for help, anything going on, you know.
You know, I'm giving children the opportunity to experience outside of their neighborhood.
Digital is kind of a comfort, you know, you feel good that people in your lives are always able to be contacted.
I was with the other network, and I was having problems, so I joined Digicel, and I never regretted it.
Every client deserves expertise, integrity, and guidance they can trust. At Camino Realty International, we deliver integrated real estate solutions, sales, rentals, property management, and project development. Driven by excellence, transparency, and innovation, we protect value, create opportunity, and build lasting success. Because real estate isn't just about buildings. For more information on our services, log on to CaminoRealty.com or follow us on social media at Camino Realty TT. Camino Realty International, elevating lives one property at a time.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens, because your world can't wait. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time.
The government is saying murders are down by 118 in the first half of 2026. A post on the Prime Minister's Facebook page depicts this table showing the murder figures in Trinidad and Tobago have fallen significantly in 2026. It compares murder figures for the period January 1st to July 20th, 2026 with the same period in 2024. The data show 213 murders were recorded in 2026 compared to 331 in 2024, a reduction of 118 murders. Government officials say the figures demonstrate that crime-fighting efforts by the UNC administration and the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service under the current state of emergency are delivering positive results and making communities safer nationwide. Housing Minister Philip Alexander says the Housing Development Corporation has begun evaluating the apartment buildings at Marcano Quarrylands or Canada in Laventille to decide whether they should be repaired or demolished. Speaking on Talk City 91.1 FM, the minister noted that the assessment will evaluate the structural condition of the buildings and compare the cost of refurbishment against full replacement.
I have asked, and the managing director of the Housing Development Corporation told me by Wednesday for the latest that we will get a cost to replace it. Okay. So if the cost to replace it is feasible, then those with the authority and the responsibility to make those decisions will.
The minister emphasized that the safety of residents remains the government's primary concern. He noted that if the buildings are deemed structurally unsafe, they cannot continue to be occupied, particularly in the event of a major earthquake.
We are definitely at some point going to have to remove those buildings. Yeah. Because if this morning at 5:45, an earthquake took place and woke me up. Yeah, and if we get an earthquake like what happened in Peru or what happened in Venezuela, if those buildings are unsafe, what's going to happen to the people that the gangs renting? The HTC is still responsible. Yeah.
Minister Alexander said the findings of the assessment will guide the government's next steps as it continues efforts to improve housing conditions and increase the country's housing stock. Farmers, gardeners are being encouraged to pay closer attention to fertilizer use, as experts say proper nutrient management can significantly boost crop yields and improve soil health. To help strengthen those practices, the Mar Vista Institute for Agriculture, Training and Development recently hosted a workshop focused on fertilizer management, providing participants with practical guidance on selecting the right fertilizers and maintaining healthy, productive soils.
If we find 2%, sometimes I try to be generous, 5% of farmers, backyard growers, small farmers, placing and using fertilizers correctly, I think we found a lot.
Farmers, backyard gardeners and agricultural stakeholders learned from the workshop how to strengthen their knowledge of proper fertilizer management and sustainable farming practices. Agribusiness and value chain specialist at ICCA, Richard Rampasod, introduced participants to the 4 R's of good fertilizer use.
Security. The right fertilizer, the right rate, the right time, and in the right place. All of which you're going to learn today. Good fertilizer management improves crop productivity, increases profitability, protects our soils and waterways, and ultimately contributes to national food and nutrition security.
The workshop forms part of ongoing efforts to equip farmers with practical, climate-smart techniques that support sustainable agriculture and strengthen Trinidad and Tobago's food security. In some sport news now, veteran English football referee Anthony Taylor has announced his retirement with immediate effect, citing the intense pressure of the role. Taylor, aged 47, has officiated 831 matches over 2 decades, including 432 Premier League games and every major domestic cup final. His last assignment was Spain's 1-0 win over Portugal in the World Cup round of 16 on July 6th. A former prison officer, Taylor joined the Football League list in 2006 and was promoted to the Premier League in 2010. He also spent 14 years on FIFA's list of officials, overseeing 163 international matches, including appearances at the World Cup and European Championships. And that's what's making the news at this time. When we come back after the break, Virmala Balkaran with our number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Since 1972, one sound has been living in the heart of Trinidad and Tobago, the longest running radio station in the nation.
We're your holiday soundtrack, whether it's on your day off, long drives, or house lives. We are always sweet.
This is music with meaning, music with memories.
Music that feels like home.
And it's not just the songs, it's the voices you trust, personalities you've grown with.
Laughter that sounds familiar.
This isn't just radio, it's tradition.
It's memories. It's part of who we are.
Sweet 100.1 FM, the rhythm of our identity, part of your family.
Always 100, guide you on your way. Sweet 100.
Win tickets to cricket history. The men in maroon are coming home, and you could be there live. As part of the We Outside campaign, the West Indies take on Pakistan in an historic 2-match test series in Trinidad and Tobago. Watch and listen across the TTT Limited Network for your chance to win tickets to the matches. Tune in to TTT's Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show, Sweet 100.1 FM, Talk City 91.1 FM, and Next 99.1 FM. We'll be giving away tickets to both test matches, including the historic first test at Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba, the venue's first ever international test match. So watch, listen, and win. West Indies versus Pakistan. The We Outside campaign continues, and your seat at the cricket could be just a call away. Watch, listen, win. West Indies versus Pakistan. Only on the TTT Limited Media Network.
We are the drum shaking. We are the drum shaking. We are the drum shaking.
We need to have a fundraising event to raise some money for the children's clinic.
Just think about all those kiddies at the clinic.
You probably don't even know that you're smiling.
My boy is so charming.
Resilient, brave, worthy. 12 majestic women, 12 majestic journeys. Majestic Makeover Season 3, coming soon to TTT and TTT Live Online.
Majestic Makeover Season 3 is powered by
Breastfeeding is one of the most natural ways to give a child the healthiest possible start in life. But for many new parents, it's also a journey that comes with questions and, of course, the challenges and the need for support. Well, that's why every year, countries around the world observe World Breastfeeding Week, highlighting the importance of creating environments where families can thrive. And this year's theme is Breastfeeding for a Sustainable Start in Life. Strengthen what works, recognizing breastfeeding as a foundation for lifelong health while encouraging communities, workplaces, and healthcare systems to better support parents. And here in TNT, the Breastfeeding Association has been championing this cause since 1992 with a series of awareness activities beginning later this month. Well, joining us this morning, we have Amy Bartholomew, lactation specialist, and Jada Lee Lewis, breastfeeding counselor. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us this morning.
A very exciting week ahead, Breastfeeding Week. Now, the theme for this year is Breastfeeding for a Sustainable Start in Life, Strengthen What Works. Now, I spoke a little bit about it in the intro, but I want you to tell me now, what exactly does that mean and why was it chosen for the year 2026?
Yes, well, Strengthen What Works basically says you try to look and see what you've been doing over the years, what has worked to help mothers to breastfeed and to help families to continue breastfeeding and just continue doing those things. I mean, we are not the best record keepers in Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to anything, but we certainly know, Jada Lee and I have both gotten help from the Breastfeeding Association. I got help way back when we were called TIBS, the Informative Breastfeeding Services, and we have since changed to the Breastfeeding Association of Trinidad and Tobago. And we know what helped us. We know how we help other mothers, and so we just want to continue that. And also, the only way we can really help others is by putting ourselves out there and having more visibility.
Yeah.
There are many people out there, many mothers, families that don't know we exist. So the only way we can really help others is by more visibility. So that is our priority right now. And that will strengthen what works.
Well, before we get to the baby in your arms, we often hear that breastfeeding is the best start for a baby. Now, from a health perspective, what are some of the lifelong benefits for both baby and mother?
Now, some of the benefits start from as soon as the baby is out in the hospital. The oxytocin that's released once that baby is put on you, your milk. One of the misconceptions out there is that you start gushing milk as soon as that baby comes out. You don't. The first milk that comes in is your colostrum, which is very thick, condensed milk-like, and it is especially nutritious for the baby. It's filled with calories. It gives the baby antibodies because they're born without immune systems, essentially. So the mom's first milk is what gives the baby a good start, immunity. And so in those moments, the baby is bonded with mommy, and the breast milk is the best thing. Now, a lot of misconceptions out there, you know, you have this milk coming in, you have a bottle of a milk, but when in that first couple of days, that's not exactly what happens. Colostrum is like it oozes out.
Okay.
It's almost called liquid gold.
Right.
So pumping is not ideal at that point because it gets caught in the parts of the pump. So hand expression, if you are unable to breastfeed, is the best thing. And then over time as well, just breastfeeding will help a mom's womb contract. It helps her to get back to her pre-baby body. It gives the baby the nutrition that it needs, and it is ideally suited for each child at that moment in their life. Breast milk changes over time. So the milk is giving the baby what it needs, but the baby is also telling the body what it needs. One of the interesting things about breast milk.
That is magical.
It is absolutely magical. Once the baby is latched onto the breast, the baby's saliva gets into the breast and it tells the body what is happening with the baby, and the milk changes to suit what the baby needs. So if the baby has a
it
cold,
adapts to suit the baby's needs.
It absolutely does. It is, right? Magic.
that
Our
is
bodies are
definitely
absolutely magic.
Yeah.
And that's when we talk about strengthening what works. We want the information to be out there for new moms. So letting a mom know that we're not expecting 8 ounces of milk on your first day after the baby is born, that is not what is happening. And getting the information from TBAT that this is how your body works and what it's doing right now is exactly what the baby needs is so crucial in ensuring that a successful breastfeeding journey is initiated and continued. And then we offer so much support at TBAT as well. We do hospital visits on the maternity ward. We help the new moms navigate breastfeeding in those early days. Our offices offer free, all our services are free, by the way, absolutely free. Free consultations with moms, WhatsApp calls. We have counselors who go to moms' homes and do counseling as well to ensure that...
We also have a breastfeeding support group, the first and the third Wednesday of every month on Zoom. So from the comfort of their own homes, moms can come on to our support group.
Yeah, because sometimes the schedules might be a little bit overwhelming if you're a new mom or something like that.
Yeah.
So before we talk about the activities that you have planned, let's hear about this baby.
Okay, this is my one of my tools.
Okay.
So a doll, a breast. This breast is actually 25 years old from when I did my breastfeeding counseling course. So it has lasted a long time. And as you can see, breastfeeding doesn't really ruin your breasts. Look at how great this breast looks.
After 20 years.
Perfect and round. And I also have here marble, and you might be wondering, well, why do I have a marble? Well, Jadalee was talking about the colostrum that comes in the first, it's available the first 2 to 5 days after the baby's born. It actually starts coming in during later months of pregnancy. But this is the size of a baby's stomach. This is the approximate size of a baby's stomach when they're born. So many moms think that they don't have enough milk those first few days, and because the colostrum is available in very small amounts. But that's all the baby needs, right? Because look at how tiny this stomach is. And it gradually stretches over time. But breastfed babies don't generally take more than about 2 to 4 ounces up until they're about a year old and beyond, when they start eating proper food and all that. Their stomachs remain the size of about a large egg, which is not a whole lot. Formula-fed babies, on the other hand, they need to increase the amount of milk they consume as they get older. So what that does, the stomach says a lot about, you know, what formula can do. It can, you know, leads to obesity and babies eating way too much, drinking too much milk, eating way too much food. So breastfeeding really helps to keep that stomach smaller, and babies consume less milk. Right?
I love your baby's outfit.
Oh, thanks. Airplanes.
Do you change it? I feel like you change it all the time.
Actually, he's usually naked.
Yeah. I'm glad he's well clothed for his debut on.
It's a little chilly, so I thought I'd put on some clothes.
Look at that. You know, I walked in and I could have sworn that was a real baby there.
But he also, I usually leave him just in a diaper, because we talk about and we emphasize skin-to-skin contact a lot.
What's the benefit of skin-to-skin?
Oh my gosh, so many benefits. The list is very long, but it helps to regulate babies' breathing rate, heart rate, blood sugar levels, body temperature, and so much more. And it also helps mom and baby to bond, because it helps the mom as well. The mom helps to produce oxytocin. It helps her to produce all those hormones and endorphins that help with breastfeeding and help with the bonding experience with the baby.
All right, ladies, well, tell us what's happening for World Breastfeeding Week in Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, for World Breastfeeding Week, one of the activities that we have that kicks off the activities, or the range of events, is our annual breakfast walk. So our walk, so there are 2 legs of it. One is in Trinidad and the other is in Tobago. Okay. This weekend we have our walk on the 25th. It is going to be around the savannah. We encourage families to come out, babies in strollers, grannies, nenens, everybody come out. And we have placards, and we just try to bring awareness to the Breastfeeding Association and breastfeeding. So it's $125. If you follow our social media pages at the Breastfeeding Association, you'll be able to scan our QR code, call our numbers, and get a ticket. And after a walk, or sedate little walk, because we have a range of people, we have babies and older people. It's not a 5K yet. Okay, we're not there. But after that, we go back to Bishop's.
My alma mater.
Oh, wow.
We go back to Bishop's, and then we have a very lovely breakfast. And we have some activities.
And we have T-shirts as well. Everybody gets a T-shirt.
Everybody gets a T-shirt. Yes, so $125 gives you a T-shirt, breakfast, chance to win door prizes, lots of information, a chance to meet the counselors, ask any questions that you will want to have answered, and in Tobago as well. The Tobago leg of the walk is the 9th.
8th.
The 8th,
yeah.
Sorry,
Saturday
the 8th.
The 8th.
Yeah, Saturday the 8th, and that starts in Scarborough, and it's pretty much the same information. Log on to our pages, follow us on social media, share it, and share it with a mom, but also please support our walk, because this is one of our major fundraisers, so that we continue to offer all the fantastic services that we get to offer to moms and families free of charge.
Well, before we wrap up, ladies, for any expectant or new mother watching this morning who may be feeling a little bit uncertain or overwhelmed, you know, what message would you like to leave with them?
Well, know that we are here. We are happy to help anytime. Call us, WhatsApp us, come on to our breastfeeding support groups, come into our offices. And, you know, it is possible, and support is very important. Don't think that you're a failure for calling for support. You know, very often mums feel like they have to be superwoman and they need to know everything, but you really don't know what's going to happen until you start breastfeeding. And we also want to let mums know not to wait until there's a problem to reach out for help. Reach out before that, so that we can help them to get it off to a really good start. To avoid any issues.
And the best start that you could give your baby is breastfeeding, and it's something that the entire family can get behind. And we talk about breastfeeding a lot, but dads are also, the family support system are part of the things that help to strengthen the breastfeeding journey.
And employers and communities. Everyone.
That is
Breastfeeding is everyone's business. We focus a lot on, the mother, the new mother, but it's the families, it's the community, it's everybody. Everybody needs to support breastfeeding in order for it to be successful.
All right, ladies. Well, thank you very much for both joining us and the important work that you're really doing to support mothers and families throughout Trinidad and Tobago. World Breastfeeding Week is observed from August 1st to the 7th, with local activities beginning, as they said, with the annual walk and breakfast in Trinidad on Saturday, July 25th, followed by the annual family walk and breakfast in Tobago on Saturday 8th. Yeah. And whether you're an expectant parent, a new family, a healthcare professional, or simply someone who wants to learn more, these events are wonderful opportunities to show your support and help strengthen what works. We wish you all the success in this year's observance. We get ready now to take a short break, and when we come back, the show continues. It's a beautiful Wednesday in Trinidad and Tobago today. I tend to forget the date.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation. From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Being connected, it means a lot because, first of all, you can't do this by yourself.
When you have your phone, you always have somebody at your side. I could call for help, anything going on, you know.
You know, I'm giving children the opportunity to experience outside of their neighborhood.
Digital is kind of a comfort, you know, you feel good that people in your lives are always able to be contacted.
I was with the other network and I was having problems, so I joined Digicel and I never regretted it.
Up for this exciting challenge and confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
We outside, exclusively on Talk City 91.1 FM. The men in maroon are coming home. It's the We Outside campaign, the 2026 international home season for the West Indies men's cricket team. And the final leg of the home season takes place right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Talk City 91.1 FM is proud to hold the exclusive radio broadcast rights for the two-match test series between the West Indies and Pakistan from July 25th to July 29th. History will be made as the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba hosts its first ever international test match, a landmark moment for cricket in Trinidad and Tobago. Then the action shifts to the iconic Queen's Park Oval for the second test from August 2nd to the 6th. Every session, every wicket, every century, every moment. Follow the West Indies, the men in maroon, as they battle Pakistan in a historic test series. We outside, exclusive ball-by-ball coverage, updates, analysts, and commentary only on Talk City 91.1 FM, the home of cricket conversation. Talk City 91.1 FM, where the men in maroon live.
We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. Shaking.
Who says you have to wait until December? This July, TTT brings the warmth, wonder, and magic of Christmas in July. Escape into heartwarming Christmas movies every weekend, filled with love, laughter, family, romance, and unforgettable holiday moments. Then keep the celebration going with spectacular musical entertainment featuring beloved local performers, festive concerts, and inspiring performances from both young and established talent. It's the perfect reason to gather the family, make lasting memories, and celebrate the joy of the season right in the middle of the year. Christmas in July, all month long, only on TTT and ttt.live/stream.
we are joined by the Camino Realty International team as we focus on a wide range of real estate topics to educate, support and empower prospective homeowners throughout the property purchasing process. Well, we are usually joined by Rachel Ramlal, the managing director, but this week she actually isn't here with us. But last week she mentioned DigiReef, which is one of the companies under the Camino Group. Well, they're also here with us this morning to have a little chat about their services. Good morning to the entire team.
Good morning.
Yeah, well, I'm so happy that you're all here with me this morning. Now, let's start with you, Elroy. Now, Elroy Serapio, you are the DigiReef Managing Director.
Yes.
So you're the best person to tell me a little bit about this company and what inspired the creation of DigiReef.
Sure. So DigiReef Limited is a Caribbean-focused digital marketing agency. We are a member of the group, the Camino Group of companies, and also our sister company, Camino Realty.
Yeah.
So DigiReef was founded on the sole principle that there are so many amazing businesses throughout the Caribbean that needed to be seen, that needed to be remembered, and that needed to be chosen. And that is what DigiReef was founded on. So essentially, we have seen countless passionate business owners that have exceptional products and services. However, they were able to really communicate its value effectively. And that is the basis of DigiReef was founded on. So essentially, we're not just persons behind a camera or people who do social media stuff, right? We are persons who actually combine strategy and creativity to produce long-lasting and memorable results for our clients. And essentially, we were so fortunate to have worked with a lot of businesses across numerous industries throughout Trinidad, Tobago, and the rest of the Caribbean. And that is actually that's the main standing of what DigiReef was founded on.
All right. Well, my next question goes to you, Shakila Stroud, and you are the operations manager and graphic designer at DigiReef. So how do you help businesses stand out in such a competitive market?
Well, actually, at DigiReef Limited, we refer to our clients as our partners because we believe in working closely with them. To begin, we get to understand their business as well as understand what their target audience is interested in.
Yeah.
From there, we actually create a clear strategy and create engaging content in order to, from videography to photography, as well as graphic design services and social media campaigns.
Yeah.
Right? This is done in order to showcase their business in an authentic way, because for us, we don't believe in just posting content. We actually want to showcase their story in a unique and memorable way.
And Javani Scotland, now tell us, you are the DigiReef client coordinator. So from your perspective, how has the company evolved since it was first launched?
So the company has been around for just about under 2 years. And within that time period, we have seen immense growth. So what was just a small-scale digital marketing company, now we work with clients like the New Dim Sum King, we work with Bryden's Home and Hardware, and as time progresses, you just see more and more clients come, and it just speaks to the level of work that we produce. It's so good quality, high quality, and I just see more growth for us in the future. You know?
Well, my final question for all of you, what are the long-term goals for the company?
Well, me being a graphic designer, I would say to create beautiful graphics for more well-known brands.
For me, I would say to be internationally renowned, to be recognized across the globe, because along with DigiReef, we also have Caribbean Spaces, which is a subset of the company where we kind of cater to the Airbnb crowd almost. So it'd be lovely if we could expand across the region and then have us known globally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say we have true Caribbean Spaces and actually niching down and serving our Airbnb clients. Again, the need that there are so many beautiful spaces across Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Jamaica, and they just need more visibility. They need more recognition so that persons could actually go to them, persons could be able to find them, and that what truly inspired the Caribbean Spaces brand as it relates to DG Reef, where we focus and we showcase these amazing spaces. So we just want to do more of that. We want to work with more businesses, and we truly want to grow our team. I would say that we have a current team of A players, truly exceptional persons in their field and what they do, and we want to expand that, grow that team, create more long-lasting opportunities for persons and creators in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, it's definitely a young team as well.
Yeah.
Dynamic talent. That just saw the content that we've been running, and it's beautiful, very high quality, and it's amazing. So congratulations. Now, where can we find you on the internet? How can we reach you as well?
So our Instagram handle is @DigiReef. Our email is info@digireef.com, and you can reach us at 299-4771.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Any closing words from you, Elroy?
Of course. Also, you could reach out to us on Caribbean Spaces. So you could find us across all social media platforms on Caribbean Spaces: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, you name it. So just DG Reef, as Javani mentioned, and Caribbean Spaces, you could find us. And yeah, we're just super excited to really take digital marketing throughout the Caribbean.
All right. Thank you very much to the DigiReef team for joining us this morning, and of course to our partners at Camino Realty International for continuing to bring us really insightful conversations each and every week on Wednesdays. And it's always great to showcase their wide range of services available to both businesses and individuals. They'll be back next Wednesday where we do this all over again. The time now 7:33 in Trinidad and Tobago. We take a break. There's more ahead.
Every village has a story. Every tradition has a voice. This July 16th to August 1st, discover them all at the 2026 Tobago Heritage Festival. This year's theme, Let We Tell the Whole Story, invites you to experience the customs, resilience, and rich cultural legacy that continue to define Tobago. Join us for unforgettable performances, village celebrations, and authentic cultural experiences across the island. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for event details.
Every client deserves expertise, integrity, and guidance they can trust. At Camino Realty International, we deliver integrated real estate solutions, sales, rentals, property management, and project development. Driven by excellence, transparency, and innovation, we protect value, create opportunity, and build lasting success. Because real estate isn't just about buildings. For more information on our services, log on to CaminoRealty.com or follow us on social media at Camino Realty TT. Camino Realty International, elevating lives one property at a time.
Win tickets to cricket history. The men in maroon are coming home, and you could be there live. As part of the We Outside campaign, the West Indies take on Pakistan in an historic 2-match test series in Trinidad and Tobago. Watch and listen across the TTT Limited Network for your chance to win tickets to the matches. Tune in to TTT's Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show, Sweet 100.1 FM, Talk City 91.1 FM, and Next 99.1 FM. We'll be giving away tickets to both test test matches, including the historic first test at Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba, the venue's first ever international test match. So watch, listen, and win. West Indies versus Pakistan. The We Outside campaign continues, and your seat at the cricket could be just a call away. Watch, listen, win. West Indies versus Pakistan. Only on the TTT Limited Media Network.
We are the drum shaking. We are the drum shaking. We are the drum shaking.
When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens, because your world can't wait. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
To Trinidad and Tobago today on TTT. While the Ministry of Defense wishes to advise that the 6-member crew of the fishing vessel St. Vincent 7 has been rescued with all souls alive and accounted for. At around 9 p.m. on Tuesday, 21st July, the Maritime Operations Command Center received a report from the crew of the MV Marvel Kite destined for the United States, who indicated that whilst proceeding westward at around 349 nautical miles east of Galeota, they observed the fishing vessel St. Vincent 7, which appeared to be in distress. Upon approaching the said vessel, the crew of the MV Marvel Kite identified 6 people on board whose identities matched those previously reported missing. The rescued people were observed to be reasonably in good condition and good health with no remarkable injuries. Instructions were subsequently given to the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard vessel CG-42, captained by Lieutenant Commander Straker, to arrange a rendezvous with the crew of the MV Marvel Kite to receive the 6 distressed fishermen. The distressed fishermen are expected to be brought to the shore within the next few hours. The government wishes to express its gratitude to the crew of the MV Marvel Kite and will provide further updates in the coming hours. Well, it is time now to check in with the presenters on our sister station and see how their shift is going. We get to merge radio and TV for a few minutes to create that really unique space that we know you look forward to. This is The Link Up with Talk City 91.1 FM.
Unmatched. Unscripted. Your address for talk. This is The Link Up. This is The Link Up with Talk City 91.1 FM.
Good morning, Andy and Lennox. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning to you, Virmala. How are you this morning?
I'm great. I was about to say good morning, Andy, and good morning, my favorite Lennox. But then I realized that Andy was not going to be happy about that. So I'm just going to say good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning to you.
How are you both?
It's a good thing you are singular where you are.
Yes. It's a very good thing. And I'm not mad about that. How are you this morning?
I'm happy, very happy learning that besides your love for Lennox Smith, that it have somebody there that loved the pit bull too. She introduced herself to me and I said, wow, thanks. She said, I love you, pit bull. I said, very good, very good.
I feel like I know who that person is, and that, you know, that's okay. You see, we decided that we had to balance the situation. So, Marshall said it's about balance.
Yes.
That's it. So how's the shift been going, guys? How are your listeners? How are your listeners this morning? What are they seeing?
Firstly, we want to know what was one of your burning topics this morning there.
I actually spoke with the French ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago this morning, Guillaume Pierre, and he basically spoke about, everything that both countries have been doing in the investment opportunities, things like tourism, infrastructure, technology, opportunities for education, things like that. And we had a really, really nice chat. And did you know that the French ambassador used to live in Trinidad and Tobago for about a year or two when he was 8 to 10 there? And he's just returning now to Trinidad and Tobago and picking up that role. And one of his favorite foods happens to be bacon shark, also doubles, and he likes callaloo.
Wonderful.
So I had a little report for you. I was preparing that report for you this morning.
That's very good. That's very good.
Things has come full circle for him.
Absolutely, and I love that. And he's been doing tremendous work. You know, recently he met with the Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation. He also met with the Honorable Prime Minister. So lots of discussions happening, and I do believe that things are looking up in that area.
And I see that he allowed his home to host a national. I think he has to deal with women in various positions in the country, and he gave his home to host a particular function held by them. And I think that is probably part and parcel of his demonstrable of his Trinidad and Tobago roots.
Yeah, before he left, he spoke about the football as well. So, which brings me to my next question: how did you all deal with Sunday, and what did you do, and how did you deal with the results and everything that happened during the football?
Was supporting Spain. Was supporting Spain. I like to support. Remember, I like to always support the underdogs.
Yes,
always.
I know that. I know that much about you, Andy. What about you, Lennox?
Well, mine was an anticlimax in that I supported Argentina against England, was it? I said that no two European teams must be in the finals. Of course, I had a nonchalant position with respect to the finals. But if I had to choose, I would say I would have chosen Argentina.
You see, nonchalant and anticlimax, but so now let me anticlimax with going with always a topic for the best in the best interest of the people in Trinidad and Tobago, without fear or favor. So there the pitbull goes again. In the papers this morning, release Dominic Hadid, SOE Tribunal advises minister to free businessman from jail. But Alexander, which is Minister Alexander, challenges the process. My issue on this from since the appeal court send that document to the Privy Council, my argument on this is no politician should have the power to sign, lock up, release nobody. Not no UNC politician, not no PNM politician. No politician must have the power, because one of the issues that was raised with the appeal court judge was the issue of, let's say the tribunal tells the minister to release the person. And now we are seeing the appeal court the tribunal did address that, and the minister is challenging at this point in time. So my message out there, whether you support any political party or not, Trinidad and Tobago on Trinidad and Tobago today advocate that no politician must have the power of a pen to lock up nobody. Because today or tomorrow, let me say our next party is coming power and they say, look, the Pitbull and Lennox Smith is inciting things on the radio to overthrow the country or something. Bam, they sign it. We inside it until. That is wrong. I don't want that for no politician. Nice. That's my thing today.
Well, Virmala, you would realize that is a principal stand. It goes beyond the practical scenario that is here, that we are witnessing. The fact is that the rules are that that must occur. The minister has the option to agree with the tribunal or not. But certainly going beyond that, futuristically speaking, I have to concur with the Pitbull probably for the first time on your segment, where I absolutely agree that no one should have that power to override a tribunal in the way that it has been unfolding at this point in time. Of course, the matter is now heading for the Privy Council. We'll see how that pans out. But certainly, I think on that principle.
Thank you, gentlemen, for that update on that. Well, you know, it's getting very close to the top of the hour for me, and I have a very special guest. Well, I have two special guests queued up, and maybe you should take a listen. It's a remix of something that I'm pretty sure that you would actually like a lot, or would have liked, you know, back in the day, Lennox. So we'll talk about that in a short bit. So you have to stay locked on. Guys, thank you. I'll see you next week, where we do this all over again. Have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon. That was a link up with Talk City 91.1 FM.
Unmatched.
unsketched, unscripted. Your dress for talk. This is the Link Up. This is the Link Up with Talk City 91.1 FM.
Find anybody special yet?
To answer your question, no. No boyfriend, no prospects, no nothing. Okay?
Hey everybody, Mike Avery here.
It's kind of cute.
If Mike Avery asked me out, I would say, yeah.
You're DMing Mike Avery?
She said she'd go out with him. I set up a fake profile. I want you to take my sister out.
2 minutes to go in the fort. You know how important that is? You know what I'm saying?
Being in person is so different.
You said it was what you wanted.
You are my Christmas wish. You know that.
Who says you have to wait until December? This July, TTT brings the warmth, wonder and magic of Christmas in July. Escape into heartwarming Christmas movies every weekend, filled with love, laughter, family, romance and unforgettable holiday moments. Then keep the celebration going with spectacular musical entertainment featuring beloved local performers, festive concerts and inspiring performances from both young and established talent. It's the perfect reason to gather the family, make lasting memories and celebrate the joy of the season right in the middle of the year. Christmas in July, all month long, only on TTT and ttt.live/stream.
Resilient, brave, worthy. 12 majestic women, 12 majestic journeys. Majestic Makeover Season 3, coming soon to TTT and TTT Live Online.
Majestic Makeover Season 3 is powered by...
You're going to see a sign, and that sign is going to point you towards doing something that makes a real difference.
Life is a never-ending series of choices. So choose to be happy.
An important part of kindness is cutting other people some slack.
Looks like I have some praying to do, huh?
Well, she's in good hands, but your prayers would be appreciated.
Never really fade. They simply find a new audience. And that's exactly what's happening with a Caribbean classic that's been given a fresh modern twist. Recording artists General Grant and Mr. Enzo have joined forces for the Shot Call remix, breathing new life into one of General Grant's signature hits, something we all grew up on. The collaboration fuses the unmistakable energy of classic dancehall with the global influence of reggaeton, creating a sound that really honors the past while introducing the song to a whole new generation of listeners. Well, joining us this morning are the men behind the remix, General Grant and Mr. Enzo. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
So this is an iconic song.
Yes, it is.
Right? And tell us, like, when this song actually was released then, what was the thought process behind it? How did it come about?
When the song released in 1992, Caribbean song based and they're looking for artists with a dancehall feeling and somebody run the streets. So Alan Wedge, he located me at the beat and said some people at the studio, which they now build in Marval, is trying to get under you. So I said, all right, let's go. So we jump in the car, we reach up there, Mr. Amaro say, you I'm looking for. So, all right.
What year was this?
1992.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How old were you in 1992? Some of them weren't born yet.
Yeah, so when we head up there, run into our producer, them Shell Shock. He's passed away now, may his soul rest in peace. He said, Grant, I have a track for you. What you have for this track? As I reach in, I just give him bam, bam, bam. Because what we was doing back then from Song System, having lyrics for song or beats, whoever coming from Trinidad, it was just mediocre to us back then. We could just find the lyrics or find the song. So he said, all right, let's head to the studio. Go up to the studio, we get the song, we call Mr. Amaro, you know this dude get the song already? He said, you really serious? Yeah, we get the song, and from that, then we jump out one time.
Wow.
To the world. A matter of fact, we head to the Billboard one time.
Yeah. So more than 30 years since the song was released. Why do you think it was time to revisit this now and give it a fresh new remix?
Oh, that wasn't up to me. That was my friend Colin, he's in Phoenix, Texas. He called me one day and said, General, you need to come out of the pond. Trinidad, a big sea, sufficient pond. He recommended Renzo. He said, you know Mr. Renzo? I said, yeah, I know Mr. Renzo. Can you get on to him? Yes, I could get on to him, yeah. He said, I want you to remix one of your songs. Shot call on one of them. He said, do something about it.
Yeah.
And then we go on to Renzo. We spoke to Renzo. We tell Renzo what's in the system, what we want to do about the song.
Yeah.
And then we get together. I call Renzo, and Renzo say, yes, Grant, he agree. And we do the song, and this is what we have today.
So Renzo, how you feel about this collaboration?
Renzo for coming on it.
Yeah, this is a huge one as well. And you've been such a great recording artist with your own accolades. But this is just adding to that. And I'm sure it's an honor to be a part of this.
Yes, of course. And this is a legend right here standing here.
Yeah.
And for him to call me to say, you know what, let's work together. And I was always a big fan of him since a youth, jumping in maxis, listening to dancehall back in the days.
We grew up on this.
Yeah, we used to call it
grew up
dub.
on your music.
We used to call it dub back in the days. And, and full,
Maxi dub.
Maxi dub and full circle now. And General Grant reached out to me, said, let's do a song. I said, well, why don't we do Shot Call? Because we hear a lot of the reggaeton artists do remakes to some of the classics for dancehall artists in Jamaica. Why not represent Trinidad and Tobago with one of the classics? And so done. I reached out to one of my producers in Venezuela, Ovi Tuni, remade over the rhythm, and that was it. Magic started.
It's a very unique collaboration of sound, I must say. So what has the response been like? What has the feedback been like?
It's been amazing. I mean, I've been promoting it to my friends in Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, Puerto Rico, and so far everyone is going crazy for the song. The real goal is really to get it into international market, which is what we're doing right now. The song is right now close to 500,000 views on YouTube.
Wow!
With a video, of course, with some visuals.
Yes, I saw that.
We're just keeping up with the times with the youths, because you know the youths today, you have to do like 5-6 reels a day.
Yes.
And you know, I'm a family man now, so you have to really keep up with that. It's a lot. It's a bit difficult, but I like to challenge myself. And each year is a new chapter of my life, and this year is something new and fresh, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Well, we have that performance way, but before we go, Mr. Grant, know that you've officially come out of the pond, as you just said.
Big sea
What's
fishing.
next for you?
This song we're looking at this song in the Latin Grammy, because as a part of the original Grammy for the American Grammy. So this year we're submitting 2 songs. One is a dancehall, and one is this Latin reggaeton, the Shot Call remix with Mr. Renzo. So this song, we're looking to head to the world with these 2 songs we have right now.
All right. Well, before you head to the world, we're going to do it for Trinidad and Tobago today. This is where we say goodbye. We leave you with this performance from Mr. Renzo and the man himself, General Grant, as we say bye-bye and have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 to 8, where we do this all over again. Bye-bye.
Mr. Renzo and the general for the chick and the pretty girl. Counting bunks like balls. Siempre que llegamos, somos lo que somos. En el VIP, estamos a la loco. Quiere bailar conmigo, eso lo noto. Dile que ahora mismo es el momento por el shot call. In the dance, only 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 man. 7 times, right on myself, 7 times fall. Never know yourself until you're back against the wall. Some of them are all up, none of them are bad. que yo te pida, préndelo con el dembow. Mueve ese cuerpo lento, lento sin temor. Bienvenido al party, no hay preocupación. La noche se presta, bailando la fiesta. Aquí contigo moriré. La noche se presta, bailando la fiesta. I need you every single day. Hey, the shot call. In the dance on 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 the bounce 7 times. Rise on this 7 times fall. Never know yourself until your back against the wall. Only for you top on the belly, them call. Miss a red, so general, pick up a big the girl. The shot call. In the dance on the shot call. Hey, in the dance on the shot call. Hey, in the dance on the shot. The shot now dance call. Que llegamos, somos lo que somos. En el VIP estamos a la loco. Quiere bailar conmigo, eso lo noto. Dile que ahora mismo es el momento. For the shot call. Siempre que llegamos, somos lo que somos. En el VIP estamos a la loco. Quiere bailar conmigo, eso lo noto. Dile que ahora mismo es el momento. For the shot call. In the dance, 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 for the bounce 7 times. My song is a 7 times fall. Never love yourself and feel your back against the wall. Some of them are all up, none of them are bad. Mr. Renzo, one is general. The shot call. In the dance, for the shot call. In the dance, for the shot call. In the dance, for the shot call. In the dance, vete pa' acá, baila con mucha flow. A lo que yo te pida, préndelo con el dembow. Mueve ese cuerpo lento, lento sin temor. Bienvenido al party, no hay preocupación. La noche se presta, bailando la fiesta. Aquí contigo moriré. La noche se presta, bailando la fiesta. I need you every single day. The shot call. In the dance on 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 the bounce 7 times. My song is a 7 times fall. Never know yourself until your back against the wall. Only for you top on the belly.
I know it sounds romantic to leave everything behind to bake bread and muffins, but this isn't us. We haven't worked here in 20 years.
I'm from the Great National Trust Bank. Is there somewhere we could talk?
2 weeks.
That gives you until the 24th.
But I mean, that's Christmas Eve.
Have you thought about entering the Grand Prix?
The what?
The dessert Grand Prix.
I love that show.
We can save the bakery and we can save Mom's house.
Welcome to day 1 of Chef Paulo's Dessert Grand Prix Christmas Special. This is your 2-minute warning, chefs.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. This isn't just some game for bored housewives. This is baking, and you're rolling with the big boys now.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens, because your world can't wait. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. A 6-member crew aboard the fishing vessel St. Vincent 7 has been rescued after being found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean. The Ministry of Defense says a passing cargo vessel, MV Marvel Kite, spotted the fishing boat in distress about 349 nautical miles east of Galeota on Tuesday night and confirmed that the 6 missing fishermen were on board. The men were reported to be in reasonably good health with no serious injuries. The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard has since arranged to receive the fishermen, who are expected to be brought safely ashore. Authorities have thanked the crew of the MV Marvel Kite for their assistance in the rescue operation. In other news, opportunities for greater cooperation between France and Trinidad and Tobago are being explored, building on a long-standing partnership that dates back to 1952. Over the decades, both countries have benefited from strong diplomatic and economic ties. And discussions are now focused on expanding collaboration in key areas of mutual interest. French Ambassador Guillaume Pierre highlighted the potential for deeper engagement, pointing to Trinidad and Tobago's strategic location, skilled workforce, and business opportunities as reasons French investors should consider the country and the wider Caribbean region as an attractive destination for investment.
Businessman, prominent, that came here, that looked, met people, analyzed the situation, and looking at developing business. Now discussions continue in several sectors, so I think it was a very useful visit, and I do hope that some very concrete economic opportunities and projects will come out.
Ambassador Pierre outlined the reasons French investors are considering the Caribbean region, particularly Trinidad and Tobago, as an attractive destination for investment.
Nowadays, there is a new interest linked to many things. I think there's an interest for the Caribbean from my country, for this region, which is very diverse with many countries and islands in which we have actually presence through Martinique and Guadeloupe. So we're interested in looking at the Caribbean a little more. There's also big unrest in the world, and I think looking at regions with maybe more stability and with new partners is something very important.
He added that there are many factors that make this a favorable time for French companies to invest in Trinidad and Tobago and the region. In Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago is preparing to send additional personnel to Guyana to support ongoing search and recovery efforts following the sinking of the passenger vessel MV Barima over the weekend. In an update to Guyanese media, Guyana's Prime Minister, retired Brigadier Mark Phillips, confirmed that 41 bodies have been recovered since the 80-year-old passenger vessel, the MV Barima, capsized off the coast of Guyana on Saturday. He noted that 179 passengers were ascertained to be on board the vessel at the time of the incident. To date, 77 people have been rescued, while 63 remain missing.
Positively identified 23 bodies so far. And that is the state of things right now as it pertains to bodies. Over the last couple of hours or so, we still trying to receive any reports, and outside of that, for the one figure, we haven't had an updated report saying that there are more bodies. So 41 is the figure so far.
Search and rescue efforts continue, with Trinidad and Tobago's Ministry of Defense confirming that 20 personnel and 7 additional divers are expected to arrive in the South American country to provide additional assistance.
An incident of this nature will demand further investigations in the interest of transparency. Bringing closure to the family is not just recovering bodies and, assisting them with burial. Everybody in Guyana will want to know what led to this incident, what may have been the causes of this incident. And government is obligated to have an independent investigation done into this incident.
Meanwhile, Guyana's President, Dr. Irfan Ali, has proclaimed 3 days of national mourning in honor of the victims of the MV Barima tragedy. From Wednesday, July 22nd to Friday, July 24th, the national flag will be flown at half-mast on government buildings and other appropriate locations. It's been a remarkable couple of months in the sport of tennis for Trinidad and Tobago, in which TNT, for the first time, earned promotion in both Billie Jean and King Cup and the Davis Cup. On Tuesday, TTT Sport caught up with a member of the TNT Billie Jean King Cup team, Jordan Dookie, who reflected on the team's historic accomplishment.
Well, I'm really proud to be a part of the team. It was a really great experience. We finished getting promoted and I came out with a really good record, winning, I think, 5 out of my 6 singles matches and most of my doubles matches as well. So I think I played a crucial part in the team and I'm really happy I was able to represent TTO in making, go forward to the next level.
And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. On behalf of our entire team, have a great day.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We report the news. Real stories in real time. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.